Hello everyone, Jay with Mobile Home Partners here, currently at a mobile home community park located in Athens, Georgia. Go Bulldogs. Not a fan of football, nothing against them, I'm just not a fan. But yeah, so we are Athens, Georgia. We came here to look at a mobile home park. They have, according to them, four single wides. They're pretty distressed and they wanted me to come out and check them out, so drove out here. I'm currently waiting on the managers to get up here, get done with lunch. I didn't want to rush them, so figured let me make a video. We'll talk about something on here. So, but yeah, beautiful park. Let me, it's my marketing vehicle, of course, but I mean, you know, parks like this, when you have pools, amenities, you have a, now I don't know if they're open, of course, still with COVID, but you got the public park back there. I don't know if you can see, they have basketball courts, a tennis course. I mean, you know, parks like these are, I mean, they're beautiful. Very big park. I want to say, I think about 350 units is what they were telling me, and growing. So, you know, they're not done. They're still expanding. This, you know, one of the things I tell a lot of students when you're coming in, you know, one of the ways to brand yourself, market, is by taking a bunch of your business cards, ad cards, and find the mail station and pin them on there. You know, something I do, and I'll make an example out of that real quick. But one of the things I was seeing is that, you know, you can just tell, even, you know, certain things you see in a park like mail stations. How nice is their mail station? It usually tells you a lot about their park. Yeah. All right. So this is not my ad card, of course. This is actually my business card that I'm about to hand to the park managers. But basically what I do is I'll come in and something like that. And as you can see, you know, you got quite a bit of few on something like this. I might put 10 on this section, 10 there, 10 there, something like that. You know, regardless if you're pinning it on a person that may or not be selling, you know, they always know somebody that is selling, needs to sell, or might be selling. And, you know, with communities, one of the things is, you know, it's almost like a small county. You know, everybody knows everybody. So I don't know how loud those birds are, but there's a lot of birds out here. But anyway, so you know, the point is that to get your word out, to let them know that, you know, you're there, you're interested in buying, and you'll get phone calls. But yeah, I'm gonna be walking this park with the owners, and I don't know what is it about that mail station. Just looks very nice. So yeah, we'll be checking those out. I might be able to do a couple videos, and a couple of them, they're very distressed from what I understand. They have a lot of empty pads also, so that's another services that I am going to suggest providing if they're looking to fill those lots, which, you know, they're obviously looking to grow, so why not? You know, it's something I can provide them. So that's what I'm looking to do on there. I'll be honest, this is tell me a video. Okay, so I don't do Instagram Live as much, so if you have a question, I don't know if you can comment it on here, or I'll be happy to answer them. But, you know, if anything, if you have a question based on this video, you know, be sure to send me a DM on there, okay? I'm gonna figure it out. I do a lot of Facebook Live, so we go live on that. YouTube every now and then, and of course our typical recordings that we do. So, okay, so I do see down in that area where there's a pad. Let's go ahead and walk over there. And I don't have the numbers to the distressed ones yet, so I'm gonna just go ahead and wait on them before I start trying to get in, and probably bolt it up, boarding. I don't know, just depends. But yeah, they were pretty interested. You know, the first time I called, not so much. You know, they didn't care. They worked with other investors. It didn't work out, and you know, me offering my services wasn't really exactly something they cared for. So it was a follow-up. And you know, that's one thing I want to talk on real quick is, you know, a lot of times when these park managers, park owners, you know, when you approach them, it may not be that they dislike you in personal, but understand that with so many mobile home investors, wholesalers, etc. out there now, you know, one kind of ruins it for all kind of thing, if you will. And that's one thing that, you know, I asked the park manager, you know, when we first started working, we're pretty hesitant. Well, why was that? And they let you know, well, we had a couple investors come in here and basically crap on us. There's one lot right here, one lot right here, obviously been vacant for a while. Let's see right here. So yeah, there's definitely room for growth in here. I don't know if that's between these two, also a pad, but we're gonna ask. So, but yeah, so you know, reaching out to park managers, park owners, you know, if you get the quick no, kind of go away. You know, one thing about this business, whether you're trying to buy from them, trying to buy from homeowners directly, learn the word no. That's going to come out quite often. You know, if you are dealing with a home seller and you make an offer and their immediate response is yes, you shouldn't be jumping up and down. I tell my students this, okay, you offer too much. That's what that means. You should never get a yes on the first time. It should be a no, but it should be professionally, because you want to explain yourself as to why you're offering what you're offering. And same with these park managers, park owners. You know, a lot of times they've been kind of crapped on already from other investors, so you trying to kind of do the same thing in a way. Then why should they trust you, right? So what I do with something like that is I follow up a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I'll go ahead and give them a call. Hey, we spoke a couple weeks ago, just following back up, seeing if you need my assistance at this time. I'm still buying, I'm still investing, and I like to bring any distressed units that you have from ugly to pretties, I like to call. You know, make it about them, make them feel why should they work with you. When you make it all about them, you know, I can secure your lot rent from the get-go. Well, we'll have another topic on that, because there is ways on how you can get free lot rent, but we'll save it for another video. But yeah, basically letting them know you know you can pay on time. You can guarantee them X amount of time. And you know, one thing I tell them with that is, if I'm coming in and I'm going to invest in one of these units that you have, for that 3-year, 4-year, 5-year agreement between me and the buyer on that note, you're going to be paid on time. Because the way I collect the payments is, it's one lump sum. I pay lot rent regardless of whether I'm getting paid or not. And see, that's what they want to hear. They don't want to deal with somebody else's problems. And essentially that's what it becomes. And it can be pretty nasty of an issue if you have a home buyer that's buying from you, and then suddenly somewhere in there, he or she or they refuse to pay any more lot rent. For whatever reason, they quit paying. Because you're still, in their mind, you know, you're in charge of this home. So it becomes a whole hassle, and I mean, it can get ugly from courts, because now trying to toss somebody who owns the home, and it's not worth it. So the way I create them is basically, in my note it says that, you know, I will pay lot rent, I will pay the home, you know, I will get paid in full, and I will just distribute the funds, if you will. Send me a DM on that if you want more clarity. But yeah, Athens, Georgia. I like Athens. You know, Athens is not too far from our office in Loganville, and in between we got Monroe, which Monroe is actually where I started investing. My very first deals came in Monroe, Georgia. I love Monroe, just in the sense of rental rates, demand, need for them. Athens is a little bit harder of a market, I think. Same concept, of course. You know, you got the typical affordable need, but it's just, you know, it's a little different. Also, lot rent here, I think it's a little bit higher, which you would expect with the amenities and everything the park's got to offer, but still a good market. Get a lot of attention from here, a lot of calls. So again, when we established with them and they finally wanted us to come and check these 3, you know, we're gonna jump all over them. I don't know, way too early to detect, but you know, as soon as I start seeing them, as I tell my students, you need to learn an exit strategy. As soon as you approach a property, you need to be thinking in your mind, what am I going to do here? Now, if you're just a traditional wholesaler all around, then obviously you're going to try to wholesale it. Me, I do it all the above. I wholesale some, I hold some, I flip some, I rehab some, etc., etc. So in my mind, as I'm walking, you know, let's make an example of this one right here. No, it's not for sale. But this one here across, you know, very nice single wide, probably 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I'm just guessing 14 by 80 maybe. I don't know what the inside looks like, but based on the outside, you know, it looks pretty good home. I like that roof, that tin roof they added on. So I would say, you know, depends on this condition. This one here may be something I would buy and hold it. Not as a rental. I don't do landlord anymore, but I would do a rent to own. You know, I don't know what I could get it for. Let's just easy numbers. I posted this on my ads earlier. As a matter of fact, on the latest deal that we have, my number is 5,000. So let's say I get this home for 5,000 right here. Okay, I have to come in and do a little bit of TLC, a little bit of love, care, maintenance, whatever. Let's just say another 1,000. We're at 6,000. Holding cost, lot, whatever. Let's say we're at 6,500. Okay, 6,500 all in. We're good to go. I can turn around, and I know this market. I can sell the same single wide for about 23,000. Easy. Okay, so 23,000. Okay, out of my 6,500 investment, I will require a 3,000 to 4,000 down payment. Okay, that is 3/4 of my money in it. Note that. And after that, I will create a note on the remaining balance, plus I will add a interest, 10%, 12% yearly, whatever, you know, we decide on that point. But you can see how those numbers check out, and that's what, you know, this is all about. Numbers, they have to check out. If the deal is right, I don't really care where it's at, you know. And this is why you can do this in other states, in other cities, in other counties, because, you know, as long as those numbers check out, doesn't matter where they're at. All right, well, I got the park manager on the way here to see me now, so I'm gonna break off of here. But for those of you who joined, thank you for joining on here. I'll probably post this recording a little later, but any questions you have, send me a DM. I love answering investor questions. So all right, thank you for watching.